Hi, and welcome to our conversation. I'm Robin Fenner, founder of Maxwell's Playbook, which is an organization that's dedicated to helping women be their best. And with me today is my dear friend, Dr. Josefina Monasterio. She is fabulous. She is a 74-year-old bodybuilder, TV host, author, and life and success coach. But you know, what I really think of when I think of you, Josefina, is that you are a fitness evangelist.
Oh, yes!
I like that. Yes, that's you. So anyway, but we're here today to talk about the COVID-19 pandemic. And, you know, the loss of life, of businesses, and of jobs has been terrible. And I just want to first say, for anyone, everyone who's been affected by this, we are just so terribly sorry. And when I first started hearing about the effects of this disease, especially in African-American, Hispanic, and other communities of color, you know, I called Josefina and said, you know, can we put out a message to everyone, but to make sure that these folks hear it as well, because these communities have a higher incidence of the disease and of deaths. And, you know, in many cases, historically, people in these communities have worked on the front lines. They haven't always had access to the best health care. Sometimes there are underlying conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes and other diseases. In some cases, people haven't been able to get to the doctor, or they don't always follow the doctor's instructions. So we really know that once, you know, something throws you a curve like COVID-19, a lot of people are not prepared. And that's kind of the theme of our conversation today. It's about being prepared and what you can do in a proactive way to be in better health and a better situation. So when these things happen, you can survive and thrive.
Yes.
Josefina, you have such great expertise in this. If you would please share some of that, it would be great.
Well, I believe in being prepared. I don't think when we don't get ourselves ready mentally, physically, and spiritually, whenever any situation comes along, we start panicking and we get scared and we get full of more fear, and we really feel what's going to happen to me. I think, like you were saying in the beginning, we have to be proactive. What does that mean, being proactive? Because most people think, well, you know, I heard that word proactive. What does that mean to me? Proactive means that you always, on a daily basis, you take care of your body by how? You exercise every single day. You eat correctly every single day. You rest every single day. You have a positive attitude every single day. And you relax every single day. So that will be like the outline for us to be proactive in taking care of our physical body. Why? Because when any kind of virus and disease and whatever it comes, you don't have that panic and that fear, what's going to happen to me, because you know you have been taking care of yourself all your life. So what happened, you don't have that sense of fear and that sense of what's going to happen to me, and you feel lost, and you go with everybody going crazy, and everybody is just panicking and buying everything out of the shelf because they think the world is ending. It's not completely crazy stuff. But I understand that we're talking about ahead of time, being prepared. What can people do now? I think one of the lessons with this experience, being locked in your house for 3 months, is it gives you the time to reflect and to think, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my body? How can I get my body in a better health? What can I do to improve my health? What can I do to improve my attitude? What can I do to improve my fitness, my spiritual fitness? Because all those 3 elements are fitness elements. It's just one thing. Mm-hmm. So I think it's number one, just having that attitude from now on to take responsibility for your body. You have to, because it will liberate you from all this fear. That's the reason the coronavirus didn't do anything to me. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I've been taking care of myself all my life. So I'm not afraid of it because I trust my immune system. I trust my body. I know God is amazing and he has been filling me with his grace and his blessing every single day. And I know that's the spiritual, I'm jumping, that's the spiritual part of it. Because when you have that combination, then you're not afraid of things. That's what I don't get fearful about that stuff. Because I know I work every single day in my body, my mind, and my spirit. And the solution for most people who might be listening right now is start now. It's not too late. The beautiful thing with the human body, you know what it is? It is at the moment you start taking care of it, immediately. You want instant gratification? Start taking care of your body now. And you see how you start seeing the difference, how you start immediately feeling better. If you go for a walk now, you come back and you feel nicer, you feel healthier, you have this endorphin, you feel like more relaxed. So those are the things that we need to start doing now.
Yes. And you know, it's really interesting. I was sharing with you and I've shared with other people too, a little bit of my journey because you've been doing it all your life. I have not, you know, with the family and kids and everything. I really was taking the time. I had to make sure dinner was on the table. I was working full time. By the time that was over, I was tired. And I wanted to curl up with a book or magazine or watch TV. And I didn't do all the things that I probably should have done years ago. But I just started kind of slowly. My husband has always been a fitness buff, and we'll hear from him maybe in another session. But he was going to the gym. He was going to the gym, and I was at home with the kids. And he would always say, "Why don't you come on and go? But you need a babysitter or whatever." And it was kind of hard to break that habit. So I understand. I'm telling this so other people can relate to this a little bit. But I started going gradually. And before you knew it, I started feeling better. I would just walk on the treadmill. He would teach a cycling class. Then I watch him like, you know, okay, those are the beautiful people in the gym. I'm not one of them. But, you know, that wasn't true. And I joined the class, and it was a great social outlet. I met people who were my age, not, you know, the real young ones necessarily. And I felt like I was part of something like that. So it grew, and it's been several years, but I really have changed my body. I've lost about 40 pounds. It's been gradual, but it's been consistent. So it wasn't like a fast back kind of thing. And then, you know, it came back and I had to fight it that way. But so I just say that to say that it really can work just by small steps. The other night I was in my bedroom and I walked 2 miles in my bedroom. I was just watching TV. TV was on, okay? But I wanted to get those 2 miles in, a certain number of calories burned on my silly little Apple Watch. So that's what I did. So it doesn't have to be a sunny day. You can do it right where you are. You don't, a pair of tennis shoes, or maybe not tennis shoes, whatever, but you just got to get moving.
Exactly. And for people, I think everybody who's listening and watching us, don't worry about what you didn't do years ago. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Oh, well, I have diabetes or whatever. You start being proactive and you start taking responsibility for your health, and you will see the difference. So this is not a time to keep kicking ourselves in the butt. This is the time to say, this is what I'm going to do now. When the gym opens, I'm going to get a membership. Most people say, and you don't have to get a membership, but if you can, please get it. You can do outside. There's plenty of things to do outdoors. But you're investing. We have to get a mentality of lack when it comes to fitness and when it comes to taking care of your health, because you pay more money when you have to go to the doctor and you have to buy medication and you cannot do things and you feel you can move and you don't have energy. That's more costly. You know, membership, if you're going to use the membership, it's cheap if you're using it. If you don't use it, of course, it's gonna be expensive because you don't use it. But sometimes we have a mentality, well, I don't have money for the gym, or I don't have money for a coach. You don't need a coach all the time. You get a coach when you feel like you need guidance, and you get it for a few weeks. There is always a way. Yes. You know, there is always a way. When we want something badly enough, we make it happen. And that's one of the qualities of us as human beings. So sometimes we just keep arguing for the limitation, argue for my limitation, argue for your limitation, and they're yours. If you tell me I don't have time. And I try to tell you, yeah, but you can get up at 3 o'clock, and you can get up at 4 or 5, or half an hour earlier before you go to work. No, I can't because I don't have time, because of the kids, because of this, because my husband, because of the okay, fine. Argue for your limitations, and there you are. People have to get out of the mindset and really understand the power and the beauty that they have within themselves when they liberate themselves for all those things that dragging them down, that not allowing them to enjoy life to the fullest, that is just keeping them in a negative thing. Do you think really God wants you that way? Do you think God created you for you to be depressed? No, you go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It says, rise and shine. Get out of your depression. Isaiah 60, chapter verse. That's what I gave the name of rise and shine for my rise and shine in the morning. From Isaiah 60. Because God says, rise and shine.
Yes.
He didn't say, don't be depressed today. Today is a bad day. It's raining. It's cold. It's a bad day for you. No, God said, rise and shine. And I said, really, Lord? Okay, rise and shine.
And I know you're up early, too.
Yeah, because
sunrise every morning.
Absolutely. Because we really have to be, Robin, we really have to have a better attitude towards life, a better attitude toward our health. Feel that you are empowered. Feel that you can do it. Feel that you can go for a walk. Feel that after you do your walk and your park, then you can do a little stretching, and then the more you do that, the beautiful thing with the physical body, the more you do it, the more the body wants.
Yes.
Look at you. You were sitting watching TV, and then you felt, I need to do my 2 miles.
That's
the body
right.
said, get up.
And you know what, too? If you start sharing what you're doing with a friend, before you know it, you're going to start competing with that person. You don't have to do it that way. You do it for yourself, because the fact is, you can't take care of other people unless you're taking care of yourself first. So you've got to do that.
Yes, your primary responsibility for your own growth and well-being.
Yes.
Your primary responsibility is for your own growth and well-being. If I'm growing and I'm becoming and I'm changing and I'm happy, the people around us, especially the family that you created, is going to be happy. They have a happy mommy and a happy daddy, and there's a happy family. But when the woman is constantly in pain, and I can't walk, and I can't do this, and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it.
But you know what? Your family can give you that time too. You can take 30 minutes a day. Your family can give you 30 minutes a day. The kids can have some snacks. Your husband can start dinner or whatever. They can give you that 30 minutes. You just need to, I always say, take the time. You are entitled to at least that. You take that time. I started putting my gym clothes on the floor beside my bed in the morning. So when I got up, that was the first thing that I saw when I got out of the bed. So yes, that's excuse not to put those on and start doing something,
Exactly, Robin. Because the thing is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be healthy? Okay, let's stay with that topic of being healthy. How bad do you want it? When you put something in your head that you want it so badly, immediately your creative subconscious start looking for ways in how you can do it. Sometimes we don't know ourselves the way God created us, and He said He created us perfect, and He's really beautiful thing what He says about how He created us, like precious and all that kind of good stuff. And then because we don't know ourselves, once I start thinking, I want to exercise every day, I want to have vitality, I want to feel great, I want to be healthy, I want to have perfect health, then your creative subconscious starts saying, hey, Robin, hey, Josefina, you can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or you can get up at 5, and then you start looking for options. The problem is when I keep saying to myself, I don't have time, my kids, my husband, my job. Yeah. Then you don't have time. It's what I was saying in the beginning. Argue for your limitations and they're yours. But when you start opening your mind and you start believing and thinking, I will find a way, immediately, life is so amazingly beautiful. Immediately start shining the light in how you can do it. And then you have to obey. The thing is, life or God will provide you the resources right? But then if you don't obey and you stay in bed and you don't want to do it, then you're lazy. And the Lord said, never hang out with slackers. Pow!
How? That's right. And he also said, be prepared. You know, I was talking to you a few moments before we started, and I was saying, you know, I was thinking about this theme, and I looked up, I was checking the Bible for, you know, what it says about being prepared. And I found at least 20 citations. So that's something that is really important throughout life.
Absolutely.
You know, they prepared for this, they prepared for that, being prepared for this. And so preparation is essential. So you have to do that for yourself and give that.
Yes. And when you read the scriptures, God doesn't say, do it tomorrow, today.
Right. Yes.
Today.
Definitely. Yes.
And it goes, and one of them, it goes like whether the situation is welcome or unwelcome, favorable or unfavorable. It's another one. A welcome and a welcome. I forgot the other one, but it's three of them.
Yes.
And then they said, no matter what the situation is, I almost came back. No matter what the situation is, we have to do it. We have to do it with goodwill. You know, we have, because sometimes people say, oh, I'm stuck in my house. When they needed to go to work, they will, I have to go to work. I hate Mondays. I have to go to work. And everybody's happy on Friday because I don't have to go to work on Saturday and Sunday. It's so crazy stuff, you know, because I think now you're at home, then why don't you do what you wanted to do when you were hating Mondays? It's insane. It's insane. And then, you know, you celebrate Friday because you did such an amazing job during the week. Because God said you work for the Lord. You don't work for your boss. He said you work for me. Mm-hmm. You know, I provided this for you. You're working for me. When you have that mentality, I'm working for the Lord, then, you know, you feel on Friday, I did my best. Yes, that was awesome, great. I had some mistakes, but you know, you forgive me for those mistakes, but I did my best. You can talk to God whatever way you want it. And then you go back to Monday because you know Monday you're going to do an amazing, fabulous, fantastic job. That's the way I see my week. I don't see my week, never, Robin. I never saw my week, never, thank God. That I hate Monday. I never hated Mondays.
Yes.
And I never celebrated Friday because I didn't have to go to work. And like crazy stuff. But anyway, I think with this coronavirus, it's a great opportunity to reinvent and to recreate and to take charge and to change things that we might not be happy with and really redefine how you're going to spend the rest of your life. And always, every single day, prepare yourself. And the beautiful thing about preparedness is that when the door knocks, when the opportunity comes, you're ready. You don't have to tell somebody, oh, wait, I have to lose 10 pounds so I can do that. Oh, no way, I have to go back to school because I don't have the degree, whatever it is. So always having that sense of readiness and prepare. I don't get ready. I don't prepare, I get ready. I'm always ready.
Yes.
You ask me something, I'm always ready. You know, I'm not going to tell you, oh, no, I can't do it because, no, I'm always ready. You ask me and I'm always ready.
I know, yes, you are. That's true.
I don't have to go ready. But you prepare yourself every single day because what else do you have to do with your life? What else do you have to do with your life? Just always cultivating, and I don't care. Yes, I know when we're raising children because I had 2 daughters and I have to raise them, and I had a full-time job. But you find the little space in which is for you. That's when growing, I started getting up so early in the morning when my kids were small because I knew once they woke up, there was no way I would do anything. So I will go in Massachusetts with that cold freaking weather.
Yes, it's cold. It's cold there.
No. Ice, sled, all this stuff. And I will go out and run because I needed to. It's just I needed to do it, number one, because you go nuts, you go crazy. If you don't have some outlet, especially somebody like me that I'm always, you know, like pow, 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 pow.
Yes.
But it's just changing that attitude. It's changing, looking at this situation, at this experience as something positive. I know there's a lot of people who suffer and die and all those kind of things.
Yes.
And then we see that it shows that people who are more affected is the people who have sicknesses, illnesses, special conditions like diabetes, obesity, asthma, all those kind of things. So we need to, if you inherit those kind of things, you can work it out. You can make it better. You can lose the weight. You can eat more correctly. There is things that we can do. We're not helpless. We are all powerful. Mm-hmm. People think I'm helpless. No, you are all powerful. Yes. You can do it. You're not weak. You're strong. And now I'm weak. No, you're not weak. You think you are weak because you think you are weak. You're useless because you think you are useless. But that's not true. That's not true. Pow!
Pow! I love what you said about reinvention. And I think this is also a good time to just become disciplined in things that are good for you. I'm not saying to find a new task list of all the things you need to do and then feel bad because you can't do it, but it is a good time for that self-reflection and figuring out how you're going to be your very best. So, I think my Zoom producer is telling me that we probably need to wrap it up at this point. The time goes by so fast every time I'm with you and I talk to you. But this will be the first of other conversations, right? We can do this again. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. And to wrap it up is just you do an inventory and write down the things that you want to improve in your life. Take this time to do that.
Yes.
An inventory of your life, the good habits, the bad habits, eliminate the bad, stay with the good, read your Bible, pray, meditate, and you go, pow!
Yes. I love it, Josefina, and I love you, as you know.
Say hi to the whole beautiful family.
So thank you. Mwah.
I love you.
I can't wait to see you again in person.
Okay. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, darling. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Bye. That's great.
In that, there we go. In meeting for all, right? Mm-hmm.